headed over to the beach area right now. Can't see? Okay. Duck over there, chilling out. Look at that, surfing the waves. It is a beautiful day. The sun isn't all the way out, but earlier it was raining hard. Thankfully the rain has moved on, but this water is freezing. Probably still too early in the season. So far, no horse sightings, just horse poop.
Watch out, watch out!
Beautiful. I did? Uh-oh. Now I have horsey poop feet. There they are. There's 1, 2, 3. There's one way over there. There's like a little bridge over there, and it's right under the bridge. You see it? So this right here is where the ferry used to dock, transport people across the barrier island to the mainland. And this is right next to where that ferry landing used to be. We have something called the Naturalist Shack here. Let's see what this is about. I think they probably do like, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what they do there. And if you've never seen horse poop before, there's a nice close-up for you. We have the place to ourselves. This is the KOA, Cape Charles, Chesapeake Bay, and the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel is over that way. And we have the whole beach to ourselves. Taking a little relaxation break from exploring, and we're just kind of chilling here at the tent. So you may be wondering, why did I choose a huge glamping safari tent instead of normal car camping? Well, it is my son's spring break, so we decided to go on a trip to Cape Charles, Virginia, the KOA campground, which we're at right now. And on the way here, as you saw earlier, we went to Assateague National Seashore. I think on the way back, if we have time, we might check out the state park. We'll see. But let me show you some of the things we picked up along the way, just like souvenir type of things. But anyway, yeah, so this is my son's spring break. And so instead of car camping, we decided to go ahead and get this safari tent that we would have ample room to travel and not get on each other's nerves. So from Assateague National Seashore, he picked these pencils. They're really nice. They have really cool like horses on there, so that's cool. Guess your fart. Let's see, how about close enough. And then I got these postcards, which I think I'll hang up in the car, or we can put them in little frames. So got these. They were only $1. The pencils I think were 95 cents. Then I got a patch to also put in the car. This is the obviously the seashore one. Let's see. And then I don't have a passport for the national parks, but I thought this was still a cool sticker. So you just peel this part off right here. And then I can save it, and it has the date stamped on the back. They had like a little stamp where you could stamp it. Okay, so that's it from the national park. Oh, somebody's doing sparklers. And then for the Chesapeake Bay, like Cape Charles area, I got this one. Leave only footprints, take only memories. That right there. And then couldn't resist this one. I pee outside. And then we got friendship bracelets for members of our family. We went to Machipongo Trading Post, which is like, there's nice little gifts for the Chesapeake Bay area, the Cape Charles area. And they also have like breakfast, they have lunch sandwiches, they do coffee and smoothies. So my coffee was delicious and the sandwiches were amazing. We're gonna go back there to the Machipongo Trading Post on the way back home and get breakfast there. Yeah, so this is a really nice KOA campground. As you could see in the video, there's a private beach right here within the campground. We just walk right down that way. So here, let me show you. We just walk right down that way. I don't know if you can see right now, but right down that way is the beach. And when it's on season, they have like a restaurant cafe type of deal set up. Right now, they just have like a pizza and ice cream type of deal going on in their arcade. I really like this KOA. It's nice and peaceful. I can't imagine what it would be like in the summertime, though. It's probably crowded. If I were to compare this to the Myrtle Beach KOA, there's some things that are better, there's some things that are not. So the Myrtle Beach KOA is huge, and I like that the Myrtle Beach KOA, the sites are much more spaced out, whereas here it's kind of, you're kind of on top of each other, even for the campsite, the tent sites. So that's one where Myrtle Beach wins. I think Myrtle Beach's KOA pool area, they have like, I think they have a better pool setup than this one does as well. As far as like food options, this one here at Cape Charles definitely wins. Spacing, Myrtle Beach wins. I do wish they were right on the beach though, like this one is. So as far as beach access, this one definitely wins. When we go to Myrtle Beach as a family, we've done tent sites. So when it was me and my son, we've done a tent site and then we sleep in the car because they don't have these safari tent options. Their tent sites are really nice. And then their cabins, we've stayed at their cabins in Myrtle Beach, and those are really awesome. We like staying at the one that has a loft because our son goes up in the loft. That's really cool. As far as this safari tent, the setup is really cool. The tent is awesome. It got down to, I want to say, the mid-40s last night. And it was super windy and it held up really well. And we stayed pretty warm inside here. The only thing is that on the inside, on the canvas tent, there's mold on the top, like on the roof area, and that's not cool. So they should probably get that remediated. But I understand here it's, you know, it's very humid, so I'm sure it's pretty easy to get mold on these things. But besides that, this is awesome setup. In the off season, like it is right now, we're in April, I definitely recommend coming here and checking it out. During the summertime, like I said, I imagine this gets hectic. So I don't know if I would want to come here in the summertime, especially with how there's not a lot of space between sites. So I think the next thing that we're going to do, we've checked out Cape Charles. I didn't film that because my phone holder that I have to record while I'm driving, it broke on the way here. So I didn't want to drive and record. That's pretty dangerous. So I didn't get a lot of actual Cape Charles itself. But so we've explored this part of the island over here, of this area, the Eastern Shore, Cape Charles area. But we're going to go over that way, which is, I think, the National Wildlife Refuge area on that side of the island. I don't know if it's east or west, I don't know. But that's what we're going to do next, after we're done just kind of chilling out and relaxing here for a little bit. We're right across from the KOA, and there is a U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service over here, and it looks kind of ominous. Let's see. This is the Winslow Battery Fort John Custis was defended by a number of batteries with various artillery, including Battery Winslow with its two 16-inch guns. These large guns were similar to the ones used on the battleships of World War II. A rail system was laid throughout the fort by the Pennsylvania Railroad to provide coal, ammunition, and other supplies to the soldiers manning the guns. Although test fired, these guns were never fired at enemy ships. And then there are two large guns that could fire a 2,000-pound projectile over 25 miles. That would be equal to the distance from Fort John Custis to Portsmouth, Virginia. Fun fact, that is where I graduated high school, in Portsmouth, Virginia. Yes, honey. That looks creepy. Yeah, that's creepy.
Yo, I was doing this. It was just, I was like this. Look. I was like this. I was like this. I was like this. Why did it just appear?
Oh my gosh, that is wild. And look at this big thing. My gracious. Let me zoom out so you can see just how long this is. My goodness. Let's get to the end here. Wow. This is a really cool place to explore. They have a lot of trails here. We're not going to go on all of them because we just ate, and I don't know if I can handle long trails. Look at the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so there's some trails. My son's over here pretending like he just pooped out a missile.
Look.
Oh gosh. And to close out our last night here at the Cape Charles KOA, we are sitting by the beach waiting for the sun to set. All right, it's set.
Chicken. Steve, love a chicken.